One, please.
Let me guess. You finally watched that film your best friend recommended, or that show everyone's talking about, and you didn't get it. So you went to Google, clicked on a search box, and typed Inception, ending explained, or American Psycho. Did he really kill a guy or not?
This confession has meant nothing.
Yeah, me too. The human brain is wired to seek answers. We crave understanding. We search for patterns and we strive to make sense of everything around us. This instinct has driven science, philosophy, and storytelling for centuries. But there's something even more powerful, something that challenges this constant need for logic. Art. Art doesn't have to provide answers. The best art makes us feel, experience, and surrender to the unknown. And for most people, this can be scary. So they treat the unknown as a well or void ready to eat them alive. And it's not that deep. No pun intended. The most profound creative moments happen when we let ourselves get lost in them. But who am I to think that you'd believe me? I'm just making a YouTube video. So instead, let's listen to the greatest filmmaker to embrace this philosophy, the one and only, David Lynch.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film.
Elaborate on that.
No, I won't. No one sees it.
David Lynch's movies don't follow traditional storytelling rules, and they don't wrap everything up in a neat little bow. Instead, they pull us into strange, dreamlike worlds where emotions speak louder than logic. Lynch's films aren't just meant to be watched, they're meant to be felt. He doesn't just tell stories, he invites us into an experience, one that lingers in our minds long after the screen fades to black. I remember vividly the first time I watched Mulholland Drive. When it ended, I kept thinking, what did I just witness right before my eyes? I didn't catch many things, other than the fact that Lynch hates Hollywood. Regardless, I enjoyed it. Very much. It made me feel something. I felt the rage and jealousy through the screen. It conveyed to me that the world is inherently corrupt and that evil lurks beneath the surface, an ongoing topic in Lynch's work. Up until that point, I thought you could only tell stories a certain way, the conventional one. So it made me change the way I viewed creativity in cinema. He shatters the boundaries of what cinema can be and dares us to engage with art on a more personal level. At the core of Lynch's creative process is trust. Trust in intuition, trust in emotions, trust in the subconscious. He often describes creativity as something mysterious and instinctive, rather than something that can be controlled. His films reflect this, overflowing with surreal imagery, eerie atmospheres, and characters who seem to exist in a space between reality and dreams, or nightmares. But instead of explaining every step, Lynch allows the audience to interpret, to connect the dots in their own way. And I'm not saying the rest of filmmakers treat us as if we were stupid, but many filmmakers do, inevitably forcing millions of people to experience a movie the exact same way. And that's exactly why Lynch's vision is so essential, because he does the opposite. By stepping into his world, we unlock a deeper level of originality, not just as viewers, but as thinkers and dreamers. But his influence doesn't stop with film. It stretches across all forms of artistry. His approach teaches us something invaluable. The best ideas come when we stop trying to force them.
We don't do anything without an idea. So they're beautiful gifts. And I always say you desiring an idea is like a bait on a hook. Yeah. You can pull them in. And if you catch an idea that you love, that's a beautiful, beautiful day. And you write that idea down so you won't forget it. And that idea that you caught might just be a fragment of the whole, whatever it is you're working on, but now you have even more bait. Thinking about that small fragment, that little fish, will bring in more, and they'll come in and they'll hook on, and more come in, and pretty soon you might have a script or a chair or a painting or an idea for a painting.
Lynch believes that creativity thrives when we allow it to flow naturally. He has shown that true artistic freedom comes from letting go of rigid expectations and embracing imagination without limits. His work encourages all artists, not just filmmakers, to trust their instincts and create without fear of being misunderstood. In the absence of rigid answers, curiosity awakens, challenging the foundations of our perception. So, let your mind wander from time to time. And in honor of David Lynch, create something today.
You just stay alert, do your work, don't worry about the world going by. It doesn't mean that you can sit around and not do anything. You've got to get your butt in gear and do it. And don't take no for an answer. Translate those ideas to cinema or to a painting or to whatever, and figure out a way to get it done.